Sarah. Long time no see. Hey, heard you tied the knot with someone? And the man you're with now is making $500,000 every year? For some reason, the fact that everything is always about you is so mean. So, because things aren't fair, I'm going to be taking him. Tell me where you guys are living right now. What the heck? Never thought I'd need to talk with someone as mentally unstable as you again. What? You jerk! How dare you say that about your cute little sister? And if you were a cute little sister to me, then you wouldn't be saying crap like how you plan to take my husband away from me. Oh, you think so? Well, there's no point in trying to hide the glaring facts from you now, since everyone else seems to be talking about them. So yes, it's true. I got married to someone. But my husband is nothing more than your average office worker with a pretty basic salary. I have no idea what you're talking about when you said $500,000 a year. What? So if you're thinking of taking my husband away from me in the hopes that you'll become rich, that's never going to work out for you. And it's not like you're going to be able to steal him from me now anyway. Huh? What was that? What are you going on about? How come I won't be able to steal him from you? I'm not going to say why you won't be able to. That would end up giving away the kind of situation I'm in right now, so you're not getting anything else from me about that. Oh, I get it now. You're trying to cover everything up by lying to me, all so that I won't think there's any reason to bother you guys, and I'll just give up, right? But that's too bad. I already know where you and your husband are living right now, so there's no use in trying to cover anything up. What? You knew about where I live, yet you asked me anyway? I asked because I already know. Anyway, my plan to come out there and take your husband away from you will be starting tomorrow, bright and early. I know for a fact that he should be all over someone as young and pretty as me, instead of some old disgusting hag like yourself. It won't even be a gamble getting him from you. Ugh. Is that right? If you think that you can get him, then please come and try your best. Huh? See ya. Huh? How dare you talk to me like that when you're my older sister? I'm going to steal that walking ATM from you whether you like it or not. Sarah? The fact that you're typing out your laughter like that only tells me one thing. That you're brain dead and need to be put in an institution. You ass! Well, who cares what you think? I'm in a great mood today, so I'll refrain from fighting back right now. So what the hell is it this time, Livia? Your super rich husband has become my man now. Huh? That's what I'm wanting to tell you today. Can I ask you something then? What's that? Livia, where are you right now? That's what you want to ask? I'm at the apartment where you and your husband have been living, in your guys' bedroom. I'm not asking about what room you're in. Tell me what the address of the place is. I just told you the address. I'm at your apartment. Yesterday you left on a business trip and have not been home since, right? That's why your husband ended up calling me to come over and see him. And we've been laying in the bed that's normally reserved for you and him, making some of the best love we've ever had. I've been with him all night long making love, so we never ended up getting any sleep at all. Would you shut the hell up about all of that, you annoying little freak? Well, I just want you to know how happy we are with one another. Well, I don't care about all those gross details. Huh? Since yesterday, I have been at my house and haven't gone anywhere. Huh? I was just in my bedroom making the bed and everything, and as far as I'm aware, you were not in there. So what's going on here? Have you completely lost your mind now and believe that you're in my house having sex? Or have you started trying drugs and are having a really crazy trip right now? No way, Sarah. Well, then just know that currently there is nobody inside my house that is not supposed to be here. See ya. Hold on a sec. You just had your husband stolen from you, and yet you're not going to start crying about it or anything? Sarah, thank you so much for getting that divorce for me. Just this morning, we both went to the courthouse and got married. Huh? I haven't gotten a divorce, Livia. That lie isn't going to work on me, all right? After all, I went to the courthouse with your ex, and we both handed in the documents needed to get married, and they were able to process it all. If you were telling the truth, then we wouldn't have been able to get married then, right? So stop it with those lies. What courthouse did you end up going to? The one next to the Carlton City Hall. Carlton? Turns out that this super rich $500,000 a year making man loves me a lot more than you. So sorry about that. All right. So I wasn't wrong about you being nowhere close to my house. And just like I'd said before, I don't have any idea what you mean by a man making $500,000 a year. What? Hey, Livia, I think it's getting time for you to stop trying to pick on me like that. Don't you think the same? I totally get that a little sister like you who came from a completely different mother has always had something against me ever since your dad married my mom. And I felt the same way about you since you've always been trying to get in my way. The whole reason I left the house at the same time I went to college was with the hopes that you and I could forget about each other and live our own separate lives. So how about you learn to stop caring about me so much, and then you won't have to keep playing games with me, all right? If you can't do that, then I'm going to just block you instead. I'm not going to stop. Why not? Because if you leave me and I can't pick on you anymore like this, then my one form of happiness will be lost forever. I finally was able to go to your place and steal your husband from you and everything, even getting married to him today with the hopes of getting some form of entertainment out of you. You can go ahead and block me if you want, but I'll just get a new number and start calling and texting you from there. Now, let me tell you the good stuff. We are having our wedding in 6 months. It'll be a $100,000 wedding, so you have to be there to enjoy it with me. And your ex, my husband, said he'll be paying for the whole wedding. That's what I expected from my ATM husband who makes $500,000 a year. I love this. You are such a pain in the ass. Huh? Go ahead and have your fun then. Well, that's taking into consideration that the marriage and wedding you're talking about is even a real thing. And not some strange delusion of yours from whatever drugs you're on. None of it matters to my life and I anyway, so see ya. What are you talking about? I can't believe you are so destroyed by losing your husband to me. Olivia, do you have a second? Well, look who it is. It's Sarah. I never knew you had the ability to send me any texts first. How rare. Oh, is this because you finally came to realizing that you do want to be a part of my wedding taking place tomorrow? What? 3 months ago, I sent you an email with the invite to my wedding and everything in it for the RSVP. But then I was told your email didn't exist and that the email couldn't be sent to you. And you never responded to any of my texts either. So unfortunately, I had no choice but to not put you on the guest list, and there was nothing prepared for you. However, I'll be very nice to you this time by calling the venue right now and asking them to add you on the list last minute. So you'd better thank me later. I can see you're still under the effects of whatever drug you've been taking, rambling on by yourself like that. But I wanted to ask who you're married to. Like, what's his name? I always thought that you were just playing around that whole time with the whole getting married and having a wedding thing. But it turns out you weren't kidding, and so I wanted to check with you to see who you were having the wedding with. Oh, all right, okay. I'm with Robert, the man that I stole from you before, who was making $500,000 a year. I was right on the money again. So, now you can tell that he is completely mine now and will never be going back to you again, right? That man, he and I used to work for the same company before I changed jobs and started working someplace else. He was in a different department though, so I don't really have anything to do with him. What? The only thing that I ever seem to have in common with the guy is that after I got married, my last name changed to that of the same name as his. I think where you got all confused was that right there. Our last names. Huh? Also, just to make sure that there is no more confusion here, my husband and Robert have no relation to one another at all. They are not family and they are not friends. He just so happens to have the same last name, but besides that, he's a complete stranger to me. Are you sure? By the way, do you know the name of Robert's ex-wife at all? Well, now that you mention it, he never told me her name. I thought for sure that I didn't need to ask about her because she was you. I see, Livia. I think you'd better give up on that marriage with him sooner rather than later, all right? What? If you don't get that divorce from him soon, you're only going to be hurting yourself even more in the future. I can promise you that. Actually, I'm sure things will already be pretty rough for you now in the next couple of days or weeks. Sarah, could this mean that you are trying to go after my ATM husband now, who is bringing in $500,000 a year? Huh? I knew that's where this was all going. Hold it right there, Olivia. I'm not going to shut up and listen to you anymore. That guy, Robert, he's been arrested by the police a few times before. Huh? Yesterday, I got a call from Robert's ex-wife where she told me all about him. 7 years ago, he had caused some fights and was arrested by the police for assaulting someone. Huh? It all started with him being exposed by another coworker of his for harassing people in the office, which led to him being fired by the company. He then got into a fight with that coworker outside of the office and had to serve a short sentence and pay some settlements after. He then tried to find work in a different company after all that, but they were able to see he had a criminal record. Huh? I'm just telling you what I've learned about that man, so you figure out the rest and decide whether you really want to stay married to him or not. See ya. Sarah! I have no idea what's going on here anymore. What is it this time, Livia? Robert's ex-wife just came barging into our wedding without even giving me a second to see who she was. She grabbed Robert and dragged him away with her, and I don't know where they went. So you actually went through with having the wedding? I thought I told you not to take things any further. Because of his ex-wife, this wedding is having to be canceled now, though. Why is this having to happen to me? No matter what's going on with you there, do you really think it's going to help you any whining to me about all of that? But this was all your dirty work, right? You've been wanting my rich husband who makes $500,000 a year, and so you worked together with his ex-wife in order to try and steal him away from me, right? You think I'm going to let you get away with that? Huh? How the hell could I have anything to do with all of that when I'm overseas right now? What? You're overseas right now? I can see this whole conversation is getting nowhere with you, so I'll tell you everything in order to get you off my back. My husband and I, we met within the same company and started to date there. But with our marriage, we decided to take that opportunity to move overseas to one of the newly opened offices and help support its growth. We've been living here for a year now and have no plans of moving back to the US anytime soon. Even if you are overseas, that doesn't disprove the fact that you could have gotten help from my husband's ex-wife to do your dirty work. This is so pointless. I guess I'll have to do this to you then, since you can't seem to get a grip on reality here. Here we go. To start, the one making that $500,000 a year has turned out to be the ex-wife. Huh? She has helped in the building of many companies and also owns a lot of properties which she flips and sells for 4 to 5 times the buying price. Wait. You have that all wrong. Robert is the one who does all of that. And all of that seems to be your biggest mistake. What? Also, when it comes to the divorce of Robert and his ex-wife, that wasn't done with the both of their consent. It turns out that Robert handed in the paperwork without her approval and then fled from her. Huh? And his ex only came around to realizing he handed in those papers and got the divorce 2 days ago. It's not like she didn't want the divorce and everything, since she already had a few problems with the man, including the fact that she knew he was cheating on her with you. But the fact that he used her savings to pay for your whole entire wedding today is something she is not letting either of you get away with, hence her barging in there and taking him away. She plans to tear Robert a new one, and that's why you didn't even get a chance to talk with her before they both vanished. From what she's told me, she's not even going to take legal action with him, as her plan is to force him to work for all that money of hers that he spent, and she knows where he can do that. What the hell? None of this is making any sense to me. There is something that makes sense to me in all of this. What's that? I'm not sure if the plan was for the wedding to be paid before or after the event by Robert. But his ex was able to freeze all of her accounts before he could take any more money from her, and since she has him now, you're going to have to figure out a way to pay for that wedding. If anything still has to be paid off, that is. What? You were telling me before the wedding is $100,000, right? What? I'm not sure how much is left to be paid for and how you plan on paying it off. But if things are as Robert's ex had explained to me, you still have at least another $30,000 to $40,000 that needs to be paid off. Wait. And of course, that's not all you'll have to pay. You were having an affair with a married man for a little while there, so his ex-wife is going to make sure you pay her a settlement for doing that. I'm sure that Robert, who is making $500,000 a year, will be able to pay that all off for me. And if you were listening to me, you'd know he's not making squat right now. His ex is the one making the big bucks. I told you Robert was fired years ago and has not been able to find a place that will hire him since, right? What? To put it all into perspective for you, not only does Robert have a criminal record, but he is unemployed after losing his job years ago as well. And then, in order to marry you, he went and handed in that divorce paperwork without his wife knowing at the time. And while doing that, he took some money from her savings account in order to pay for your guys' wedding that was today. Naturally, his ex is not happy about any of this and is not going to forgive either of you for what's happened. And that's why you can expect her to go full send with you both here. Therefore, whatever money is left to be owed to the wedding planner and venue has to be handled by you and Robert. Huh? And since you had an affair with a man you knew was married at the time, it is 100% likely that you'll have to pay a settlement to his ex-wife now. No way, you're joking! Are you understanding things now? But the wedding is canceled now! And that's happened on the day of your wedding, so you still have to pay 100% of those costs. I don't have any money, though! And the only thing I have to say to that is you won't be getting any money unless you find a way to work for the money. Why do I have to? Because you were the one asking for all of this. This is all because you decided to get married. And had you just done your research a little better, then you would have noticed that I wasn't even in the US, and therefore you could never steal my husband from me. That's not true. I didn't do anything wrong here. None of this is my fault. And if that's what you still want to think, then so be it. Just be aware that no matter how hard you try to turn a blind eye to reality, your responsibilities will catch up to you, and every second you leave them unkempt adds another second to the hell you'll have to go through. Sarah! Now, good luck with whatever hell awaits you next. Wait, Sarah! Help me! Sarah! During this whole mess of events, I'm sure you're wondering what my parents were both doing, right? My dad hated the fact that this wedding was all happening because his daughter thought she was stealing my husband, so he never showed up to it. However, my mom ended up thinking that her little girl could never be in the wrong and thought that I had set it all up, which led to our parents getting into a heated fight. And wouldn't you know, that led to a divorce as well. When this happened, Livia began to freak out even more because she was just planning to ask her dad for some money to help her pay everything off, which now no longer was an option for her. She had a massive fight with our mom over it, saying it was her fault for pushing dad away, and that led to those two cutting ties to one another. Thinking that she could be just like me, Livia screamed at our mom before running off that she'd leave the US too and make tons of money, and that was the last of it. I'm not sure where Livia ended up going, but I heard from Robert's ex-wife that she received all the money from Livia that she'd asked for in one big payment. And along with that money was a message from a random number to me saying I was fooled and nothing else. To this day, I have no idea where Livia went, but that number was from Mexico, so that's a good guess, I suppose.
Hey, Misty, you got a minute?
Hey, Stuart, what's up?
You're off for work this Saturday, aren't you?
Yeah, but there's still something I need to do that day. It'll take me like 3 or 4 hours. Why do you ask?
Ayana says she wants to bring her boyfriend by the house.
Hold on, back up. My little Ayana has a boyfriend?
Well, actually, it seems like he proposed to her a little while back, so I guess it'd be more accurate to say she has a fiancé. He says he wants to do it the old-fashioned way and come to ask us for a blessing.
Oh my God, that's incredible! What's he like? Did she say anything about him?
Ayana said he works at the same company as her and is 2 years older than her. His name's Tucker.
Wow, I seriously can't believe this. I'm so happy.
So, what do you say? Do you think we can make time on Saturday?
What time will they be over?
I thought that it would be nice to have him over for a nice dinner. We can order out so we can spend more time talking. If that works for you, I thought I'd have them come by at around 6 p.m., but what do you think?
6 p.m.? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to be back at the house by then.
Great. I'll go ahead and tell Ayana that the plan is to have dinner around 6 then.
Oh, thanks, Stuart. Sorry, gotta go now. My boss is calling me.
Uh-oh. Should I take this to mean you'll be working late again tonight?
Probably, yeah. A couple of people called in sick today, and that means somebody has to pick up their slack, and that somebody is me. So I gotta get back to work now. Talk to you later.
Take care, and don't overdo it, Missy. Hey there, Yana. Just talked to your mom. She says Saturday is fine with her.
Great. So the plan is for 6 p.m., right?
Yep. We'll order delivery, so don't worry about making anything.
Gotcha. Thanks, Dad. I'll let Tucker know when I see him tonight. Speaking of tonight, is Mom working late again today?
Yep. Seems like her boss caught her on her way out the door.
Oh, her boss, huh? Dad, it's kind of hard to talk to you about this, but, I mean, come on, you realize it, don't you?
Realize what?
That Mom's cheating on you.
Well...
And it's not just one guy, either.
I guess you figured it out already, huh?
I'm not so dense as to not get what's happening when she's working late 5 nights a week and on weekends, too. Plus, I actually kind of saw her. You know, with one of her boyfriends.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it was about a year ago, though. And what's worse, I heard her telling him, "Don't worry, my husband will never find out about us." I've been debating telling you about that for this whole time, and I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I'm sorry, Dad.
No, don't be sorry. I'm the one that should be sorry.
No, you have nothing to be sorry for. I mean, it can't be easy to tell your own daughter that her mom is having an affair. Oh, and by the way, Tucker knows about Mom's affairs, too.
You talked to him about it?
I didn't have to. You know how I said I saw her with another guy? That was while the two of us were out on a date. I had already shown him a picture of my family, and with Mom and that guy being so close to our table, there was no way he wasn't going to realize it was her.
Boy, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, huh?
Don't worry about Tucker, though. He understands what's really going on. He's on our side, 100%.
I see. That's nice to hear.
And while we're on the subject, there's something I need to ask you about.
What is it, Ayana?
I don't want Mom coming to our wedding. I'm not going to invite her.
I suppose I can understand why you'd feel that way.
So, if it's possible, I want to get everything taken care of before the day of the wedding.
I see.
Have you hired a private detective or something to get evidence against her? If there's anything Tucker and I can do, anything at all, let us know and we'll do it.
Ayana.
I know this has got to be an incredibly difficult time for you, but what Mom is doing to you is one of the worst kinds of betrayal in the world. We can't let her get away with this. We have to make sure she gets every single ounce of punishment that she deserves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. To tell the truth, I've been thinking about when and how I should divorce her. And I guess the time has come. Hey, Misty, where are you? Ayana and Tucker just told me that they're heading over to our house right now.
Really? Oh my goodness, would you look at the time? I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little late to dinner, dear. It's taking quite a bit longer than I expected over here.
Gotcha.
Hey, Dad. Mom and the guy she's with just got out of the hotel room. Looks like they're taking the train back home. Tucker's driving us in his car, so we should have no trouble beating her there.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Ayana?
What is it, Dad?
I was thinking, it must be really painful for you to follow your own mother around like this. It's not like I'm hard up for cash. I can just hire a private detective to take care of the dirty work for us. You don't need to push yourself to do anything you're uncomfortable with, okay?
Don't worry about me, Dad. I'm fine. Actually, I'm glad to do this. This way, Mom will know the pain of having her own daughter not just know about her affair, but catch her in the act. I'm doing all of this willingly and gladly, Dad, so I fully intend to see it through to the end.
If you ever feel at any time like it's getting to be too much for you to handle, you let me know immediately, got it?
I got it, Dad. Thanks for being concerned about me. We'll be there in about 10 minutes.
Alright, see you then.
Hey, I have to tell you this. I just ran into Tucker a little bit ago.
Wow, really? Aren't you at work?
What a coincidence, right? We just so happened to both be in the same area on business. Oh, but that's not all. He told me I'm so beautiful. He thought I was Ayana's sister at first. Oh, can you believe it? Who says life ends at 30? I'm still as hot as I ever was.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely do look younger than your age.
I bet I could walk into any bar in the city and walk out with a young stud on my arm.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say you wouldn't have any trouble at all picking up a man. After all, you're cheating on me with 5 men as it is.
What?
So I'd say you deserve more compliments for your stamina than your looks. It can't be easy to juggle that many men at once.
What are you talking about?
I'll have to cut myself off there. All the things I want to say to you right now would make even the saltiest sailor blush. So you're just gonna have to fill in the blanks for yourself.
You're not making any sense. What are you trying to say?
Oh, come on, Misty. You're shameless, but not stupid. I know you're cheating on me, so you can drop the act.
What? Wait. Oh no. Stuart, did I text your number?
Yep.
I meant to text that to a friend of mine just now.
Ah, so that explains why you were acting so dumbfounded just now. Let me guess. You meant to text your accomplice just now, am I right?
No.
The two of you are both cheating on your husbands, and so you use one another to invent alibis for whenever you're with your boyfriends. Do I have all that correct?
No, that's not true.
You've been working so hard for these last 12 years to perfectly conceal your identity, but it looks like the jig is up finally. I'll give you an A for effort, though.
Stuart, I'm not having an affair.
Don't worry. Your accomplice's husband already knows about her part in your scheme, and she's currently getting a heaping helping of her just desserts as we speak.
Oh, no.
But enough about her. Let's talk about your infidelity, shall we? Granted, I haven't yet been able to identify some of your past boyfriends, so we'll start with just the guys you're currently fooling around with. 1. One of your subordinates at your company. 2. The sales director of one of your client firms.
How?
3. The husband of one of your friends. 4. Some random guy you met on the internet. 5. A former classmate you ran into at a class reunion.
No, you don't understand.
That's all 5 of them. And every single one of them is also married.
But you see...
And to top it all off, you were trying to make Tucker your 6th man, weren't you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. What kind of monster do you think I am? I would never make a pass at my own daughter's fiancé.
I'm very experienced, sweetie. I can please you in ways that little girl will never be able to. Plus, can you imagine the thrill? Having both your gorgeous wife and her gorgeous mother? I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it, darling. And don't you worry. Ayana will never know a thing. She won't even get suspicious.
Wait, that's impossible.
You're almost 50, and you're sending the heart emoji in every single post? That's almost as embarrassing as flirting with your own daughter's fiancé. Almost.
How? How did you know that?
Tucker has been cooperating with me from the very beginning. You got played.
Played? What do you mean?
Oh, for the love of God, you still don't get it. What? Did you actually think a guy like Tucker would be at all interested in an old woman like you? It was all an act.
An act?
Tucker and Ayana saw you while you were out on a date with one of your boyfriends. They both know.
No!
Yes, Misty. We all know. Me, Tucker, and Ayana. We know that for the last 12 years you've been cheating on me with 5 different men at any given time. So like I said, you can drop the act, Misty. It's over.
Oh, this can't be happening.
And to be honest, I do feel like a complete fool for not noticing sooner than I did. The signs were all there from the very beginning. And due to both my obliviousness and complacency, it's taken me far too long to come to this point. But at last, the end is in sight.
The end? What do you mean, the end of what?
I'm talking about our marriage, you idiot. We're getting a divorce.
What? Are you completely out of your mind? Our daughter is going to get married soon, don't you get it? Are you going to humiliate your own daughter by divorcing her mother when the wedding is not but a few months away? What will you tell Tucker's parents?
Oh, you don't need to worry about them at all.
What? Of course I do.
Nope, Tucker has already talked about the whole thing to them. And they gave their terms.
Terms? What terms?
They said that they would only give their blessing to the marriage if I divorced you before the day of the wedding.
Well, that's insane.
But that's honestly beside the point. Ayana herself told me that she wants me to divorce you before our wedding.
Ayana told you that? I don't believe you.
Believe it or not, it's true. She said that she doesn't want you to come to the wedding.
Oh, that can't be. I'm her mother. She can't do this to me.
Maybe that will show you exactly how terrible of a mother and person you've been. You were cheating on me for 12 years. You're cheating with 5 different men right now. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't mean to take the responsibility for what you've done away from you, but do you think you might actually have some sort of mental illness? That's the only way it would all make sense. Even if that were the case, I just don't have the mental fortitude to stay married to a woman who's been betraying me for 12 years. My heart wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh, please, Stuart. Oh, let's calm down for a moment and talk about this, all right?
If you want to talk, you can talk to my lawyer. I've already hired one, so no, I'm not changing my mind. I'm divorcing you.
I can't believe you. How could you get so upset over a little affair? Fine, have it your way. I don't need you anymore. I'll be out of your life forever. Is that what you want? As for Ayana, I'll have a talk woman to woman with her. She'll come to see my point of view.
Wow, you really think so? Okay, I guess you can go ahead and give it your best shot. I wouldn't get your hopes up, though.
Hi, Ayana. So I guess you know about everything, but you understand where I'm coming from, right? You're a woman just like me, after all. Oh, you must know how good it would feel to have all sorts of men pining for you, no matter how old you get. That's all it was. I just wanted to feel like a woman. If that's what you really want, then why did you get married to Dad in the first place? What? I bet it must be nice to have a bunch of men in the palm of your hand, but once you get married to one of them, aren't you supposed to, stop doing that? Not to mention, even if you were single, seeing 5 men at the same time. There's a 4-letter word for that, and it starts with an S. Ayana! All I need is just one man who cares about me more than anything else in the world, and that's enough for me. I know he would never betray me, and there is nothing that could ever make me betray him. And to think, you even tried to get your hands on him, too. It wasn't enough for you to just betray Dad. You had to betray your own daughter, too. Well, I don't need any mother who would do that to me. Ayana, what are you saying? I'm saying I never want to see or hear from you ever again. Goodbye. Stuart! What is the meaning of this? I just got served lawsuits from the wives of all 5 of my boyfriends. Explain yourself, Stuart. What did you do? There's no way I could afford to pay off all of them. This will ruin me. Stuart, pick up the phone right now.
After some conversations and a lot of begging and pleading, Misty was able to settle with some of the wives for less than they were asking for in their lawsuits. But she had been seeing the others for several years at that point, and those wives weren't willing to budge. In fact, at trial, the jury awarded them more than they were asking for. As for me, I felt that the wives of the men she was cheating with deserved to get as much as possible, so I only sued her for the bare minimum amount. I worked it out with my lawyer so that we left her with just enough funds to pay them all off and leave her with as close to nothing as possible. That wasn't the end for her, however. Some of the men she had been cheating with were co-workers and employees of client firms. Her superiors were terrified of the kind of damage a scandal like this could do to the company's reputation, so they promptly fired her once it all came to light. Our divorce was finalized, and Misty is now faced with the prospect of being an unemployed, broke, and single almost 50-year-old, without any money to polish her feminine appeal. She completely lost the youthful beauty she had used to attract all her partners up until now. The last I heard, she was living in a subsidized apartment building and working a part-time job at minimum wage, just barely scraping by.
Hi, Stuart. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment? I need to talk to you about something very important.
Now? I can't talk now. Too busy. Talk to you later.
Well, does that mean you'll be coming home tonight? Even if you're going to be late, that's fine. I can wait up for you.
Nope. Won't be home tonight either. Didn't you hear me? I told you I was busy.
Again? Stuart, you haven't come home in 10 days now.
Would you get off my back already? And what do you want anyway? If you have something to say, just text me.
Stuart, how could you be so cold toward me? There is something very, very important that I need to talk to you about.
Yeah, then hurry up and say it now. God, you're impossible to talk to sometimes. Do you have any idea how much work I have to do? This had better be a life or death type of scenario.
Well, about that, I've been telling you for some time that I haven't felt well, right? Since about a month ago? Don't tell me you don't remember. I've told you so many times.
What do you want me to say? I don't remember.
Fine, let's keep moving along, I suppose. I finally finished my big project at work the other day, so I took some time off and went to the doctor to get checked out. They told me I would need to take a long series of tests, and, well, the results just came in.
And? Would you get to the point already? Just spit it out, damn it.
I'm dying, Stuart. I only have around a year left.
What?
They said they found a tumor, and it's malignant. I was in so much shock that I couldn't really pay attention to the details. But from what I understand, the treatment costs would be massive. And even if I somehow managed to put the money together, there is no guarantee it would work. They said the hospitals around here can only treat the symptoms. And so, that's it. I have a year left to live.
Are you being serious? This isn't a joke, right?
I really wish it was a joke, Stuart, but it's not. It still doesn't feel real, though. It feels like a dream. More like a nightmare, really. They also said that they want you to come with me to my next appointment. The doctor wants to talk to you, too.
Gotcha. Sure, I'll go to the hospital with you. But the thing is, I really can't step away from my work right now. It should be done soon. Could you give me just 3 days?
Okay, that should be fine. I'm sorry about this, Stuart. Hey there, Stacy girl. It's been a while, huh? Huh? Amy, it's you? But how are you texting me right now? I never gave you my new phone number. Yeah, well, I saw your name in Stuart's contact list and copied it onto my phone. I think the last time we spoke was when Mom and Dad kicked me out of the house. It's been like, 2 years or so? How have you been? You doing well? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not doing well at all, are you? You're dying. You only have a year to live? Sucks to be you. Wait a second. What do you mean you got my number from Stuart's phone? And how did you know I was sick? There's no reason you would know about that. Tell me what's going on right now. You want to know? Stuart told me all about it when he came over yesterday. Oh, and you want to know where he is now? He is sound asleep in bed right next to me. What? Man, you really are an oblivious idiot, Stacy. You really still don't get it? Oh my God. Stuart's been so busy with work that he hasn't come home in almost 2 weeks, and you never suspected the single most obvious explanation? How dumb can you possibly be? Do you mean... Oh, do you get it now? Stuart wasn't busy with work. That was all a lie. No, he's been with me this whole time. Oh, Stacy, he was so happy when he came over today to tell me some wonderful news. And you should have seen the smile on his face when he said you were dying. This way he won't have to divorce you and he'll get your life insurance money. He was as excited as a kid at a theme park. And once you're finally out of the way, there won't be anything stopping us from getting married. No, I don't believe it. Stuart was having an affair with you? This can't be real. Aw, you poor little thing. I feel bad for you. A little. I mean, not only is your husband cheating on you with your own little sister, but you're also gonna die in a year. Your life is like a soap opera. You What the hell is wrong with you? How could you sleep with a married man? How? You mean you forgot how to do it? Maybe that would explain why it was so easy for me to take him from you. Anyway, Stuart and I are getting married, just so you know. With all the money he'll get from your life insurance, we're gonna have a legendary wedding. So is there any way you could speed things up in that department? You are evil, Amy. If you'll excuse me, Stuart just woke up, so I'm gonna have a little more fun with him. Keep feeding that tumor, will you? The bigger, the better. Don't you put your phone down. I'm not done with you. Amy! Stuart, we're gonna have a talk right now.
Huh? What do you want? I've got a ton of work to do. I can't talk now.
You can drop the axe, Stuart. Amy already told me everything.
What?
How long have the two of you been having an affair? I mean, when did you even meet? You knew that Amy was my sister, didn't you?
Oh, crap. This is just great. Amy went and blabbed to you? God damn it. This is the worst possible timing for you to find out.
So then you admit it. You've been cheating on me. All this time that you've been saying you had to be at work until late, all the times you've spent the night at the office and came home in the morning, those were all lies? You were just saying that so you could go and see her?
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Yep, about 6 months or so ago, I just so happened to run into Amy on my way home from work. We stopped in a cafe to chat, and we started falling for each other right away. In my defense, I only learned later on that she was your sister, but my God, she's so much hotter than you. How was I supposed to know? She's got it all. Looks, style, personality. She's not frumpy and grumpy like you.
You are scum, Stuart. You cheating, lying creep. I bet you and her spend all your time together mocking me like that, don't you?
Yeah, all the time. The best thing is how we've basically been making zero effort to even hide our affair. I might as well have been wearing a sign on my back saying, "I'm cheating, you idiot." And now I find out you're dying? This has been the best week of my life.
Why, Stuart? Haven't I been a good wife? What have I done to you to deserve this?
To me? Nothing really. I guess if I had to say why, I just got tired of being married to a fat, ugly, depressing harpy like you.
What?
I heard all about how you got your parents to kick her out of the house. You were jealous of how much prettier she was, and your parents took your side over her. Poor Amy. She didn't deserve to be born into such an awful family. I wish I knew what a spiteful, bitter woman you were before I married you. Our wedding day was the single worst day in my entire life.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. What sort of nonsense has that girl been telling you? You want to know what really happened?
Nah, I'm not interested in hearing whatever lies you're gonna make up. I know whatever I need to know. You lied to get your sister thrown out of the house. Go whine about it on social media or something. Honestly, I bet your tumor is punishment for what an evil person you've been your whole life. How's that karma taste, Stacy?
You know what? I actually think you and Amy are perfect for each other. I'm divorcing you, Stuart. Go to hell.
Oh no, divorce? Anything but that. I guess it does suck that now I won't get your life insurance benefits anymore, but it's whatever. Seriously, what was Amy thinking? She broke the news way too soon. But that impulsive go-getter side of her is pretty cute, I think.
Enjoy yourself while you can, Stuart. I'm going to see to it that the two of you regret this for the rest of your lives.
Oh, I'm literally shaking in fear. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna be dead a year from now.
That's more than enough time for me. And besides, I'm too stubborn to die before I get my revenge. You two are gonna curse the day you met each other. Mark my words. You've been warned.
Stacy, are you there? I need money now.
Huh? What is this, some new wire fraud scheme? Sorry, Mr. Wealthy deposed Nigerian prince, I'm not buying it.
Stop joking around, Stacy. This is serious. Amy's life is on the line. She's been feeling under the weather lately, so she went to the hospital. I really don't know the details, but one of her organs has gone bad. They said that if she doesn't get a transplant soon, she's gonna die. And the operation is gonna cost a ton of money.
Oh, and?
And? Is that all you have to say? You gotta give back all the money you took from me. And you're her sister, so you're gonna have to be the donor.
Nope, I'm still not really understanding what you want here. Exactly why do I have to give you money and give my sister one of my organs?
Because you're the only one who can. Don't you know how transplants work? The donor has to be someone who's compatible with the recipient. And you're the only person who can do it. You took tons of money from me, so I know you've got more than enough to give back.
Money? Are you by any chance referring to the settlement for your affair? You know the lawsuit I filed against you 6 months ago? You want me to give that back to you? I don't know what organ Amy needs, but I think you might need a brain transplant.
God, you're a piece of work. Just get over here tomorrow as early as possible. I have all the forms you need to sign right here. You've only got a year left to live anyway. For once in your life, how about you be a decent sister?
Excuse me? Let me think. Should I do this to help you out? Nope. Should I do this for that girl then? Nope, not a chance in hell. Even if I wanted to, I can't. Nah, I think I'll go ahead and live out the next 70 years or so of my life in peace. Oh, and the money from the settlement is all gone.
What? What are you talking about? You only have 6 months left. And what did you do with all that money? You didn't do something stupid like give it to charity, right?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm cured.
You what?
I took the money I got from the two of you for your affair and went to a private hospital that my doctor told me about that had the technology to get rid of the tumor. The surgery was done in a few hours, and after a few weeks in the hospital for observation, I was discharged tumor-free and ready to live the rest of my life however I damn well please.
No. You mean you're not gonna die?
Nope, like I said, fully cured. I can walk, run, swim, work, whatever I want. I actually already started working at my old company this month. And it's a good thing, too, since that surgery cost me every last cent of the settlement money.
You can't be serious. But if you are, then that means you have to help me out.
Explain.
The only reason you're better is because of my money, right? That means you owe me. And since you also sued Amy, that means you owe her too. You owe us, and it's time to pay up.
You are out of your mind. You actually think I owe you? Get real, you moron. Let's recap, shall we? When I got sick, what did you do? You completely abandoned me so you could shack up with my sister, who you'd been cheating on me with for 6 months. I owe you? What do you think I got that money for, anyway? It was to remedy the wrongs that you had done to me.
But Amy's your sister. You can just abandon your own sister in her time of need.
Amy? She's not my sister, not anymore. That relationship was severed a long time ago. And besides, she brought all this on herself. She knew the consequences for what she was doing when she made the life choices that she did.
How dare you say that? Do you have any idea how badly Amy is suffering right now?
Yeah, actually, I have a pretty good idea. I mean, didn't you hear? Did she tell you what caused her to get sick?
Huh?
Did you hear the name of her disease? Did you talk to the doctor directly, or did you hear everything from her?
Well, Amy gave me the general rundown of what was going on. She said that it was something she was born with, and it just started getting worse lately.
Born with? No way. No, she was born as healthy as a horse. She wasn't born with anything but a black hole for a soul, apparently. No, she picked up her disease more recently than that, and as for what caused it, well, let's just say she's had a lot of men in her life.
Wait, you mean...
I swear that girl has slept with every single man she's ever seen. Back in high school, she was hitting on every boy in the school, including the teachers. She'd spend nights and weekends with men she met online. Then she started going to seedy bars and leaving with different men every night, and sometimes more than one. At one point, word got around town that she was dating a leader of one of the gangs that operates downtown. This guy was absolutely notorious. Everyone knew about him. My mom and I tried as hard as we could to get her to come to her senses, but nothing got through to her. Then one day, she got pregnant with some guy that none of us even knew. She stole a bunch of my parents' money and left the house one night, and after that, my parents officially disowned her. Apparently, she was intending to settle down with that guy, which would be a nice change. But then the baby was born, and, well, let's just say it was pretty obvious he wasn't the father. So, naturally, he kicked her to the curb, and Amy kicked her son to the curb, putting him up for adoption. And what did she do the moment she left the adoption agency? Started shacking up with other guys. From what I heard, the kid was born healthy, so I'd imagine she contracted her disease after that.
Wait, hold on. That can't be true. Amy told me the whole story. She said your parents called her dead weight for being sick and kicked her out. And you always jealous because she was prettier than you. You guys were the problem, not her.
Oh, I see. So that's the story she told you, huh? I guess that would explain why you'd been treating me so harshly for a while back before we got divorced. She told you that BS sob story and you bought it? What kind of gullible moron are you?
She was sobbing though. Those tears were real. She told me that I was the only person that she could trust. How could I just let her suffer? I had to rescue her from you.
Oh my God, you are so pathetic. So what, do you just believe anything a crying woman tells you? You don't think to, ask someone else about her? And just so you know, you're not the only man she has right now. As far as I'm aware, she's seeing 5 other guys. She posts all the pictures on her burner account she doesn't think I found.
I don't believe you. You're the liar, not Amy. I trust Amy. She loves me.
Hey, you're free to believe me or not. It's not really my problem. I'm just telling you what I know to be facts, that's all. She was sleeping with every male in town with a pulse for years, and now the bill for that lifestyle has finally come due. I'm not giving her any money or any of my organs. Not after everything she's done to me and my family. Besides, she's got 6 men on her short list. She can ask them for help. I bet if you guys all pooled your money together, she could afford the surgery. Maybe one of them is compatible as a donor, too. Ask her for their numbers if you want. Bye-bye.
Hey, wait. Stacy. I've been thinking.
Oh, one more thing. I'm leaving the country for a while.
What?
My work is sending me to a temporary post in an overseas branch. They said they were anxious for me to come back since I'm the best one for the job. No one else around here speaks the language. And since the company's paying for everything, I think I'll do a little sightseeing before I come back. So don't bother asking me for money or organs anymore, because I can't give you either.
No, that's not it. Like I said, I've been thinking. And, well, do you think we might be able to have a chat sometime? We can have dinner together, drinks, I'm free whenever.
Let me go ahead and stop you right there. I do not love you anymore. I have no feelings for you anymore other than hate. I would rather them put the tumor back in my body than ever see your face again. So if I've made myself clear, never contact me again. Adieu.
Wait, Stacy, please. I'm sorry for everything. I was a fool. Please forgive me. Take me back.
After that, Stuart went right into the hospital room and asked Amy a few passing questions. He discovered that, lo and behold, everything I said was 100% true. He told her he wanted a divorce, but of course she refused. He even tried doing what I told him and contacted all of Amy's other boyfriends for help. But alas, all that happened was a bunch of angry voicemail exchanges. In the end, all of the other boyfriends disappeared and Stuart was left to deal with Amy alone. While all of that was going on, Amy's condition continued to worsen. She's been weakened to the point that she can't even lift a pen to sign the divorce papers that Stuart keeps by her bedside. So, since he can't divorce her and has no money to hire help, Stuart now has to serve as a 24/7 caretaker for his now invalid wife. Something tells me that arrangement won't last very long, though. Despite my final words, Stuart kept begging me to help right until I left the country. And now that I'm free of all that baggage, I can finally enjoy myself for the first time in forever. I see this trip as a major turning point in my life, a chance to get a new start. And this time around, I am not gonna marry anyone like that dirtbag. Mom, I have big news, like humongous news. Allie, aren't you still at school? What is it? You know that incredible pianist Hayden Jacobson that I love? Guess what? He's gonna do a recital at the auditorium downtown. Wow, oh, that's amazing. If I recall correctly, he actually graduated from your high school, didn't he? Well, it's crazy to think someone from our town is now a world-famous musician. I know, right? Back when I was a freshman, he played a special mini concert at our high school for the music department. That was what made me want to be a pianist. But this is going to be a full recital. I have to go. Will you come with me? Wow, are you sure that would be all right? Well, duh, you've been so supportive of me and my dream of becoming a pianist like Hayden. I would love for you to come with me. Is that so? I suppose we'll have to reserve our tickets quickly then. I'd hate for you to miss out on such an incredible opportunity as this. So you'll go with me then? Awesome! I'm so excited! Hello, Lisa. I need you to come over here tomorrow and help me. I'm planning to clean my kitchen. Oh, tomorrow? Yes, we'll start working at 10 a.m. sharp, so make sure you're here no later than 9 a.m. You'll need to help me prepare as well. Oh boy, this is really unfortunate timing. I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm afraid I can't make it at that time. What was that? It almost seems as though you're disobeying a direct order from your mother-in-law. No, it's not that. Would it be okay to do it in the afternoon? That would work better for me. Maybe I wasn't clear. You will start your work at 10 a.m. sharp. End of discussion. Please understand, I have plans for tomorrow morning that I can't put off until later. Plans? You? What on earth could you be doing? There's something I need to do for Allie right at 10 o'clock. It's very, very important to her. Oh, something for Allie, you say? Yes, it's for Allie. She's got school tomorrow, and since I'm at home, she needs me to take care of it for her. Well then, I suppose I can make an exception if it's for her. Fine, you can come clean in the afternoon. Thank you so much, Mom. I really appreciate you being so understanding. Hey, Mom! Well, did you get the tickets? I sure did. Yes! Thank you, Mom! I was so nervous that the tickets would get sold out instantly. I couldn't even pay attention in my last class. My social media feed has been full of people saying there were only a few tickets left. What's that? Are you looking at social media during class? No. But seriously, thank you so much, Mom. To be honest, you were right to be nervous. There were only 5 open seats when I went through the checkout. And speaking of which, I hope you won't be too upset to be up in the nosebleed section. We'll have to remember to bring a good pair of binoculars. Nah, I'm just glad to be able to go at all. Besides, it's not like that auditorium is that big, and it's a piano recital, not a movie. As long as I can hear it, I'll be more than happy. Sure, it would be nice to be up close to the stage, but I'm not all that concerned. Good to hear. Well, I got my order confirmation email just now, so it looks like we're all set. Wow, thank you so much, Mom. I can't wait. Hey, Mom. I'm sitting here in my seat. Are you still waiting in line for the bathroom? Yep, I'm still here. This line is unbelievable. And the men's bathroom has no line, of course. I told you to go to the bathroom before we left the house, didn't I? Boy, you sound like me right now. I wanted to wait until just before the concert started. I didn't want to have to leave halfway through. Think you're gonna make it in time? Yeah, I should be fine. I'm almost at the bathroom door. Wait. What's going on? I think I see Grandma coming up the stairs. Really? Did Grandma say anything about coming to the concert today? Well. A friend invited me to the concert tonight, and what's this I see? My dear daughter-in-law, Lisa. And what's more, I just saw you sit down in the very front row. What do you think you're doing, Lisa? You have some explaining to do. You're up here in the most expensive seats in the house, and you didn't even tell me? Mom, what are you talking about? You've got some nerve hiding from your own mother-in-law that you're spending piles of cash on luxuries like this. Mom, again, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm at the concert, yes, but I'm standing in line for the restroom right now. I'm not sitting down. And no, I don't have the tickets for the front row. We're actually pretty high up in the back. Mom, this is really bad. So the woman that's sitting in front of Grandma kinda looks like you, I guess. And Grandma just kicked her. Like, really kicked her. What? Yeah, she literally kicked her out of her seat. And then Grandma sat down where she was sitting. All the people sitting around her are so shocked at what happened that they're all just kind of staring with confused looks on their faces. And what happened to the woman Grandma kicked? She started crying and just walked out of the auditorium. Oh, I hope she's My goodness, sitting in the front row is a totally different experience. I feel like I'm practically sitting up on stage next to the piano. Mom, what on earth do you think you're doing? I'm giving you a taste of your just desserts, you little upstart. Listen to me, that isn't my seat. What? Update, Mom. I was right. It definitely was Grandma who kicked that lady. Some staff guys came by just now and they dragged her out of the auditorium. Oh no, well, this is just going from bad to worse. Yeah, and I'm not done. While they were dragging her out, she was shouting, "Get your hands off me! This is my seat! My good-for-nothing daughter-in-law gave it to me!" Wow, she's still convinced that it was me sitting in that seat? Yeah, looks like it. The dress she was wearing is practically the exact same as the one you have on. Plus her hair is the same length and color, and you're just about the same height, too. I honestly did a double take when I first saw her because I thought she was you. Wow, that's insane. What an incredibly unfortunate coincidence. Lisa, you owe me an apology. For what? Don't give me for what. You know what you did. You thoroughly humiliated me at the concert last night. And thanks to you, the dear friend who invited me with her told me she doesn't want to see me again. Not to mention my husband and son are both furious at me. Sure, the woman I kicked agreed to not press charges, but you wouldn't believe the amount of money I had to pay her to do that. It was the worst night of my entire life. If I understand correctly, the woman in the front row that you thought was me and decided to literally kick out of her own seat just so happened to be the pianist's wife, right? Yes, that just makes this all the more humiliating. Shouldn't you have, talked to her? Looked at her face, made sure you had the right person before up and kicking her? If you had done that, none of this would have happened, and we all could have been spared the embarrassment of your exploits last night. Enough! I demand an apology from you this instant! Hi, Grandma. My, if it isn't my dear Allie! Oh, listen, darling, you'll never believe what your mother has done to me this time. What I don't believe is what you did at the concert last night. Oh, no, Allie. Oh, not you too. What awful lies has your mother told you? Don't believe a word she says. I'm the victim here. I didn't have to hear anything from her. I saw it all firsthand. What? I was there at that concert too, and I saw everything. You were? Hayden Jacobson is my hero. He's the reason I started playing the piano. I know all of his songs by heart, and I can even play a few of them. And you assaulted his wife? How could you do a thing like that? No, Allie. Oh, it was all one big misunderstanding. A case of mistaken identity, that's all. Do you think that makes it any better? You're admitting that you were intending to hurt my mom like you did Hayden's wife. She didn't do anything to deserve that. But fortunately, she wasn't seriously injured and the concert went fine after that, but oh my gosh, Grandma. Do you have any idea how terrible it could have been if the concert was canceled because of what you did? Terrible? How so? We would have been held liable for the entire cost of the concert. Tickets, refreshments, everything. Really? Yes, really. You would have been looking at possibly even hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages. Do you not understand that? The only thing that saved you from that was sheer dumb luck. I see. You should be grateful that all you had to do was pay her off to not press charges. She may be willing to move past this, but I'm not. Wait, Allie, please, let's not do anything hasty. I'm your grandmother, Allie, and I love you dearly. There's something that's been bothering me for a long time now. You're always super duper nice to me, but at the same time, you're always crazy harsh on my mom. Do you have anything to say about that? Is there any reason you basically treat my mom like your slave? Goodness, Allie, that's not it at all. I'm just doing my part to help make her into a decent wife. It's for her own good. For her own good? Give me a break. You've never seen her after she gets back from doing all of your housework for you. Yeah, she's physically tired, but I can't imagine how hard it must be to mentally hold back from saying what she really thinks. You think she needs training on how to be a decent wife? I'd say you need training on how to be a decent human being. Allie, oh please, don't be so angry at me like that. You're making me sad. Oh, you're sad? That's it, I'm done. You clearly have zero self-awareness, and I'm wasting my time talking to you. I'm blocking your number. You're blocking my number? But why? That you have to ask just proves my point. I hate you! Allie, no! Lisa, please. Oh, you need to come over here and talk some sense into my husband. All of this is your fault in the first place. You need to fix what you've done. Ugh, what is it now, Mom? I just told you, come talk to my husband. Could you please start making some sense sometime soon? My husband is going to divorce me. Wow, he is? Really? Yes, now hurry up and get over here. Tell him that all of this is your responsibility. Apologize for what you've done and tell him that he can't divorce me. Apologize? For what exactly? I haven't done anything wrong. What? You're talking about the concert, right? You got mad because you thought I was sitting in a nicer seat than you, caused a massive scene, and assaulted an innocent woman. Tell me, what responsibility do I have for any of that? You were at the concert, though. Yeah, and? Let me ask you again, exactly what part of that night's events were my fault? It seems you're bound and determined to somehow make this all my fault, but it was pure happenstance that Allie and I happened to be attending the same show as you. Allie sat down in our seats and saw everything that you did to that poor woman. She then messaged me in a panic while I was waiting in line for the bathroom and told me what you had done. Then I went over to the staff and told them you were a relative of mine and took you off of their hands. You should be glad I was there. If I wasn't, you would have had to deal with that all on your own. You made me apologize to them. Now apologize to me for making me apologize. That was humiliating. Oh, that was humiliating for you, huh? How humiliating do you think it was for me to have to go around and apologize to all the rest of the concert staff for your disturbance? What do you mean? Hayden's wife agreed to not press charges in exchange for a payoff, right? That was thanks to me, by the way. And the other day, Allie texted you to tell you off and then blocked you, right? Do you get where I'm going? Literally every single involved party, except you, realizes that everything was your fault. How dare you? And it's precisely because of that attitude that your husband has had enough of you and wants a divorce. You can't talk to me like this. I'm your mother-in-law. Yeah. You're my mother-in-law. And you impudent little brat! If there's anything that's been made clear over the last week or so, it's that you, not me, are the one who is completely incapable of behaving like an adult. And since my husband has explicitly told me that I don't need to put up with any of your nonsense anymore, I've decided that I'm going to tell you like it is from now on. Well, looks like I need to have a talk with my son, too. Good luck with that. I don't think he's going to have very many pleasant things to say to you after everything you've done, if he even speaks to you at all. What? I'm out. Goodbye. A few days later, my mother-in-law and her husband divorced. She obviously had no way to pay Hayden's wife the amount that I negotiated for, so for the time being, her older brother is footing the bill. Oh, don't worry, though. She's not off the hook. He's going to have her become essentially a live-in maid for him and his wife until she's worked off the debt she now owes to them. And after that, he'll disown her. And he only agreed to that out of the kindness of his heart, since all of her other siblings turned her down. Looks like this isn't her first escapade of this sort, and even her own family is sick of her nonsense. So she's going to be an old maid working as an old maid for the next few years, then become a homeless old maid. But enough about her. My daughter sent a letter to the Jacobsons apologizing for everything her grandmother had done to them. They sent a reply congratulating her for being a much bigger person than her grandmother, and included a signed copy of his latest album. Getting a handwritten letter from her hero lit a fire in her heart like I've never seen before. And she's currently practicing the piano twice as hard as ever before.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.